Hello, everybody, and welcome to Statistics Online at Frederick Community College. My name is Professor Lockman, and I will be your instructor for this class. And in this orientation video, I will guide you through everything you need to know to get started. So before we do this, I would like for you to take a look at this lovely picture. This is my colleagues and myself getting ready for the graduation ceremony this past spring. And this happy person down here, that would be me. So if you are on campus and you see me and you recognize me, please introduce yourself, say hi. I would love to talk to any of you. Okay, so now that's that out of the way, let's actually talk about the course. And the first thing I want to talk about is the course materials. You will need to have internet, clearly, and Blackboard course site will be your main starting point. Many of you already logged in and browsed through all the folders, so that's your first step. Just log in on Blackboard, get familiar with the structure, click on anything and everything, check it out, get used to it. Okay, so that's where the main announcements will go. All of the assignments will be announced here. So that is your main platform. Log in on Blackboard often, check your page every other day or so. Okay, let's see. Now, our main reading source will be Introductory Statistics from OpenStax. If you go to course materials, I have two versions of it. One is an online version if you like to read a book online, and this is the PDF. This is the one I actually prefer. It will take some time for you to download it and then just save it on your desktop. The book itself, I'll be the first one to say it's not ideal. None of them are, but it does have all of the information that you need to succeed in the class. I will guide you through everything that you need to read, anything that you need to skip, but the big benefit is it's free. If you like a printed version of the textbook, I believe this is the first semester we have it available at FCC bookstore. Honestly, I don't know how much it is, but I can't imagine it's too much. Definitely under $50 or so. Okay, but I'm not gonna require you to buy a physical textbook. Okay, just online or the PDF. These are the same. Okay, so that's your textbook. We will be using Alta online homework platform. Okay, the instructions for registrations are down here, and again, many of you already registered for this homework platform. And it looks something like that. Once you go through all of the registration steps, you should see your homework assignments. Okay, there are 52. Some chapters have a little more sections and others not so many. So for example, chapter 4 only has 2 homework assignments, and then you can see that they vary. Okay, so they're all assigned, they all have deadlines already established, but I'll probably push some of them. So these are more or less temporary. Okay, some of them will stay as is. Okay, but I will make an announcement if I make any changes. So this is the first time we're running on this homework platform. Myself and one other instructor are doing it, but I actually ran a pilot in the summer, and students seem to really like it. Okay. When you guys work on homework assignments, you will see that if you get something wrong, you get a very detailed explanation why it was marked as incorrect. You will get a lot of resources and additional videos explaining a particular concept. So from the summer students, I get extremely positive feedback about this homework platform. Okay, so you can see that 52 assignments total. That's throughout the course. Okay, so that's that. Again, let me take a look at the instructions. These are the instructions right here. If you're having any difficulties logging and registering, let me know. But students typically are pretty good about signing up for homework. Okay, so this is homework. Next is instructor videos, and let me show you where they are. Okay, so if you go to, let's say, module 1 is the only one that's available right now. And let's just take a look at week 2. Okay, you will see the structure of each week is going to stay the same. You're going to have a checklist, learning resources, and assignments. So learning resources, that's where the instructor videos are linked. Okay, so you see that for this one I have 6 or 7 videos. Okay, they're not necessarily mandatory, but they're extremely useful. It will not be a waste of your time to watch these videos. And if I really need everybody to watch a video, I will make an announcement. So for example, for week 4 or something like that, I'll say, okay, this week, please watch it. That's definitely a must. Then you'll see I'll highlight it in my announcement. Okay, so that's instructors videos. And then we will need to use calculators, TI-83 or 84. In some videos, I will use Excel just for your general education, because when you guys are out in the real world and you work in, let's say, at an office, you will not be using the TI-83 calculator. Okay, you will be using Excel. So it's good for you to know a little bit before you get your career started. Okay, so Excel will not be required for this class. It is a required tool for business statistics, but not this class. Nonetheless, I still post some videos. I think it's great to know a little bit more other than just the TI-83 calculator. Okay, so for the calculator, let's see what your options are. If you go to course materials, okay, you can use the actual calculators are fine, and then you can use an app if you would like not to spend any money. Okay, so there's a WebEtam emulator, and then GraphNCalc. It's not free. I think it's about $6.99. So this is for Apple devices. That's definitely cheaper than the brand new calculator. But so you can use those, and then when you're ready to go to the FCC Testing Center, they will provide a calculator for you. Okay, so these are your main course materials. Blackboard site, this is where everything kind of starts. This is like your launching pad. Reading source, the OpenStax textbook, then the online homework on Newton, instructors videos, the supplementary, but they're strongly encouraged for you to watch, and then a computational tool. Okay, now that's done, let's talk about communications. What's going to happen in the course? You're going to get 2 weekly announcements. On Mondays, I will typically send out a long, detailed announcement highlighting everything that's really important. And then on Thursdays, I will send a reminder, okay, something is due, or maybe there is another video being uploaded, or people are struggling with this particular concept, so here's another resource to go through. Okay, so expect to receive 2 regularly scheduled announcements, and if there's anything else that I feel like I need to make another one, I'll send another one. Okay, discussion board. Anything related to the course concept and general structure of the class, please make a thread on the discussion board. So if you go to discussion board here, okay, so module 1, any questions, any concern, if you think about, okay, I make a post and someone else can benefit from reading this question, then you should do it on the discussion board. Okay, so you have a question about probability or hypothesis testing, something that other students can benefit from. Please post it on discussion board, and I should be able to reply to you within 24 hours. Usually quicker than that, but no more than 24 hours. Okay, let's see. What's next? Email. Okay, so more personal requests and questions. So maybe you're falling behind, you want to discuss a face-to-face meeting, or you would like an extension on a certain assignment, please contact me via your FCC official school email. Okay, and I ask you that you include your name, use proper salutation, grammatically correct sentences, such like that, and stuff like that. Okay, so that's email communications. Again, I reply to your emails fairly quickly, within 24 hours, but usually quicker than that. All right. Office hours. I have office hours on campus, and you do not need to schedule an appointment. I have my office hours during lunchtime, typically Monday through Thursday. Let's actually go ahead and take a look at the syllabus. If you go to start here, oh no, that's course materials, okay? The office hours are on the syllabus. And it's loading. Okay, well, we'll wait for it to load. So again, I am in Braddock Hall, office 205. You don't need to tell me that you come in. You can, and I'll appreciate it, but that's not needed. Just come in and we can discuss anything you want to discuss course related. Okay, so here's my course syllabus. So office hours right here, email, office phone number. Okay, so that's how you can reach me. All right, if you're never on campus and you still need to schedule a face-to-face meeting, we can talk about virtual office hours. So this summer, I had plenty of students who were, really busy. They're traveling. They still needed to get in touch with me. We would schedule a virtual office hours or virtual meeting through Blackboard. It's really easy. All you need is a computer with a microphone, okay, and a camera if you would like to. If you would like me to see you, okay. So it's kind of like FaceTime. So it's really, really effective, and the ones that took advantage of it were extremely happy. They found these meetings very, very useful. Okay, so these are all the different ways you guys can get in touch with me. Okay, so how is our week going to go? So on Monday, let's say you log in, you read through the long announcement, and that's how you should start working. Review the checklist for each week. So for example, let's go to week 1. Okay, week 1. So what's up on the agenda for week 1? Okay, section 1.1 through 1.4. Here you have graded assignments and then non-graded assignments. Okay, so that's going to be the structure for every week. Every week you're going to have some reading, okay, a quiz midweek, a written activity online homework assignment. Discussion board is optional, highly encouraged for students that would like to accumulate extra credit. Okay, and I will make this more official. So that's your first step. Review the announcement, review the checklist here. Then what? Study guide, read the text, watch the videos. Okay, so where's the study guide? You go to learning resources. And then there is a study guide right here. Okay, so I'm telling you what to focus on for each particular section. Okay, so some of you will read the textbook and be very thorough, right? So other people would just kind of glance through it and make quick notes. That's fine, whatever works for you guys, okay? But these are the key terms that you need to focus for each section, and then you can also see if there is a video that talks about some of these terms. So for example, there's a video where I discuss all of the sampling techniques, okay, and then you can find it in the learning resources. And then over here, I'm telling you what to skip. Okay, skip certain sections, skip collaborative exercises. So let me take a look at section 2 or chapter 2 guide. Okay, so if you go to chapter 2, you'll see that again there is a study guide over here. Okay, this one is going to be a little bit more involved, more sections. And then I also talk about some important examples that you might want to look into. This is based on the feedback that I got from students from previous classes, right? So they would struggle with these particular problems, okay, with this particular concept. So I would say, okay, why don't you review these examples? They're really good for particular concept that correlates to it. Okay, so over here, I'm also telling you which calculator skills you will need to know from this particular chapter. So chapter 1, there was nothing. In chapter 2, we need to know how to use a calculator to construct a box plot and then one variable statistics function. Okay, So that's your guide, that's your study guide. Okay, next what? Halfway through the week, there will be a quiz. Okay, where is it? So if you go to chapter 1, okay, assignments, there is a quiz here already, and some of you already done it. Yay. They're not difficult. There are infinitely many attempts. You can do it until you're happy with your answers. Okay, but this is my way of making you log in, right? So this is midweek assignment, which means you have to do something. It's not a lot. Usually they're very, very simple. Okay, so for this particular quiz, all you need to do is just watch this video. So this one is not one about course material or course concept. It is about orientation video. Okay, and you can start it, you can resume it. You have multiple attempts. So this is a good way for you to log in before, let's say, Sunday, right? So I don't want students to log in the night before everything is due. So that's why it's there, okay? These quizzes cannot be made up, okay? Absolutely no exceptions. They're all due on Thursday. You cannot start it after the due date, okay? Then online homework, everything is due Monday night. So for week 1, you have 4 or 5 sections. All of them are due Monday night. And then written assessment, they're also due Monday night. So let me show you how you will do that one. Okay, so you download this file right here. Okay, and there are 5 problems. You can either type these out or write them out on a piece of paper, take a picture, and submit it through Blackboard. Okay, so once you have your file or your write-up, okay, say activity 1, okay, if you were to just type, you can type here, type your answers here, okay, or you can attach a file. So browse my computer and you look for the file that corresponds to your solutions, okay. I want to make a comment here. Please do not type your answers here. This is a comment field, okay? So this is where you would make a comment, something like, "Ooh, I really like this assignment," or I still struggled with this particular chapter or this particular concept, okay? If you put your entire solution in here, it will be extremely difficult for me to read it. Okay, so this is where you type your answers, right here. Okay, so submission field, not comment field. Okay, and then you can save your draft and come back to it later, or you just submit. Once you submit your activity, you should get a receipt, okay, that says, yes, your assignment has been submitted. And now when you go to my grades, okay, you will see that it needs grading. Okay, so comment over here. So it will show up over here as you've submitted it and it needs grading. Okay, so that's what's going to happen for weekly activities. All right, these weekly activities will be your way to study for the test. Okay, speaking of the test, let's go ahead and look at the syllabus. Okay, these are your assessments. We're going to have online homework, so that's 15% of your total grade. Weekly quizzes, 10%. Written activities, 15%. And then we're going to have one test that's submitted electronically, kind of like your quizzes, but it will be a lot more involved. So that's going to be non-proctored. You're going to have a whole week to do it. And I will talk more about it once we get close to the date. And then we will have 2 paper pencil proctored tests at the Frederick Community College Testing Center. Okay, so these are your major assignments in the course. All right, so that's that. So what else is there left? Okay, last thing I want to mention. These are tips for success. How would you succeed in a class such as this one? Or any online class? The major problem is usually time management. not the material itself. So please schedule your studying time and stick to that schedule. It will be very important for you guys to log in on Blackboard, on Newton, every day or every other day. Okay, do something course related every other day, or you will get behind and will get overwhelmed. Okay, it is very difficult to do all of the assignments, let's say on Monday. Okay, it's just really, really hard. So try to spread out your studying throughout the week. Some of you will be able to do it in a couple of days, 2 or 3 days. Others will need to take a little more time, and that's fine. So try to understand how your studying process works, okay? But I don't recommend doing everything on Sunday or Monday night. Let's see, ask for help. First, I'm your first person of contact. You can always reach out to me. We have online tutoring over here on your Blackboard site. Okay, so you can ask questions through this link right here. And then, of course, we have the STEM Learning Center, which is an incredibly friendly place. My office is right next to it, so you can always find me. But there should be staffed with tutors that know statistics really, really well. Okay. And then every week, once, let's say we finish week 1, just take a step back and think about, okay, how do I feel about this particular week's material, okay? What do I still struggle with? Do I feel good about knowing these concepts, or does it kind of feel still iffy, okay? Do a self-assessment check, all right? So I think I've covered everything that I wanted to cover in this video. I wish everybody best of luck in this course. I'm really excited to do it again. I've done it many, many times, but every semester is something new, something exciting, and I'm so glad that you guys chose this class. I hope to be a little part in your academic career. If you need any question, if you have any questions, need any help, please reach out to me via email. All right, thank you for watching.